Yeah, I can hear you now. Hey, how's it going, bud? You there?
The whole camera thing. I don't know if maybe if I'm on my phone, would that help?
No, I mean it's fine, as long as you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you fine. I hear you fine. Thanks
Okay,
again, B. Thanks so much.
okay, not a problem, not a problem. I got I'm recording this for training as well. All
Okay,
right,
no
and
problem.
so I looked back at your message, and you were saying that you had did a good bit of solo ads and haven't had the type of return you were looking for, and you had asked me if I was using the branded funnel that they have in the other group as well. So I'm
Right.
guessing. So tell me what your concern is. Your concern is that you spending money and you haven't made as much as you wanted. Is that what you got going on?
Exactly. I'm putting so much out with very little coming back. I mean, I believe to make you have to spend, and I'm not afraid to have a plan.
Right,
But
of
I need
course.
to make sure that every penny is being used wisely and not just throwing crap at the wall and hoping something sticks.
That's fair enough, and that's a good business decision. You understand you got to give it out, but you want to just make sure you're giving it out in the best places that are available to you,
Correct.
which makes sense. Okay. Let's see what type of setup do you have. You're on Facebook right now, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. Shoot me your link real quick. Shoot me your link in an instant messenger.
To
The link to Funnel X.
okay, the one that I'm currently using, right?
Yep. Just put it in the instant messenger, and I'm gonna do a screen share, and
Okay.
we're gonna talk about a couple things.
Okay, let me shoot it to you real quick. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Um, I have to go into my what do you call it? My Click Magic to grab the exact one.
Okay.
B, you just exploding. I've been watching you. You just exploding, going crazy with this.
Trying, man.
Awesome.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to put it out as fast as I possibly can. I'm trying. We all got bills to pay, right?
Right, exactly.
What I'm finding is that people are underestimating what's actually required to make some money in a
Right,
business.
right.
And it doesn't matter that's an online business, it's a business. You know, and
Right.
People are still thinking that they can do what they do on the job, which means you show up on the job and let's say you're making, I don't know, 20 bucks an hour. You show up for 8 hours, you get paid $160. It doesn't work like
Right,
that in the business,
right, right.
you know. So people are underestimating what it really takes. I mean, I
Mhm.
did it too when I first started, you know. Well, for the majority of the beginning, I had to figure some things out. But
Right.
yeah, so I mean, we all be there. Some of us still there, and I mean, it just is what it is. You don't get it until you get it. But when you get it, you know what's required. Then you decide
Right.
that you're either gonna do what's required and win, or you just gonna pretty much quit because you can keep on spending. If you ain't willing to do what's required, then you just pretty much giving your money away.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
I hear you. Okay, so I'm in. Let me just grab
I'm gonna go ahead and put the screen share on, and just waiting for you to send that link through. You want to get your domain name too. What are you only marketing on solo ads, or are you marketing other areas?
right now. It's been mainly solo ads for different vendors.
Okay, that's one problem. You need more than one way to market. Just like we learned in the other group, multiple fishing poles is
Right.
literally, it
Right.
doesn't mean multiple solo ad vendors. Solo is just one area, right? You need
Yeah.
multiple. You're not going to make any type of return, right, if you're not doing multiple places.
Okay. What's
So it doesn't matter
definitely.
how much you spend on solo ads, you're
Okay.
you're never gonna get that money back. Like you spend, 500 on solo ads, you're not gonna get 501.
Right.
Right? It doesn't work that way. That's why you have to do multiple areas, and you want to mix it up between free and paid, you know, so that way you're not going underwater so fast with doing all paid, you know what I mean? But you have to do multiples. Even if it's 3 paid, 2 free, you still got to do more than one, you know, and you add on as you go, you know, different areas as you go, but you got to do it. So a lot of times what happens is people, they get into, you know, these things, and they still have a job, which is understandable, but they think that if they throw money at it, that money's going to come back. And they forget about the fact that you got to put in that time. And that time a lot of times comes into in thinking of other ways to do the paid strategies, right? Because solo is not the only way, but it also comes into the free strategies where it takes more time. And people are like, oh, well, I don't got the time to do this, so I'm just throw some money at it. Well, you keep throwing that money, they'll keep on catching it too. They'll love to take it from you. Stop playing. All right, let's see. All right, so this is okay. All right, cool. All right, I'm just going through your link. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I see it. Okay,
cool. All right, cool. All right, so it looks like you might be going to the same one that we're using. All right, which is cool. Basically, what I'm looking at is just to make sure that you are using a branded funnel, which, you know, basically is not just going straight to Funnel X. I want to make sure you're doing that. Okay, good. All right. All right, you don't want this.
Okay.
All right, tell me why. It's important that you understand why. Tell me why.
Yeah, I know exactly why, because I was looking at it the other day. That's because this is Ontario.
Right. And he has a big name. So people think of it as like, don't think of it as like it's like you're not trying to give somebody their props. No, you give them their props, right? But this is your business. This is your money, right? He has a very big name. So all it would take is for them to go and search YouTube for Ontario Hawkins. He has a big name in it, right? So there, you know, your money gone. It's over for you. Okay. And let me see something else too.
Hey there,
all right, I don't see it on this one. Sometimes there's a way, usually there's a way that you can click down here and it'll take you to YouTube.
Yeah,
I usually see it on my phone. I'm trying to find it here.
I know if you hit where it says Bridge Video Survey Funnel up top left by his picture, it should take you straight to his YouTube.
Okay, to YouTube. Okay. All right, I see what you're saying. All right, this is what I want to see too. Not the commercial, but let me let that page load. Let me see something else.
Let me ask, what are you using right now? Are you on your laptop camera?
Yeah, I'm on my no, I'm on my laptop, but not my laptop camera. Look, this is the other problem right here. See, when you go to YouTube, when they hit that button, go to YouTube. Whose channel is this? This is not your channel.
No, it's parents.
Right, exactly. So that's two things you just gave away. You gave away the video that's not you. Then you gave away the YouTube channel that's not you. Right? So they don't even got to go search. All they got to do is hit the button and it's over for you. Right?
Right.
All right. So get rid of that. Now he has one with a generic lady in it. Did you get that funnel from him?
Yes, I did get that one from him.
Yeah, I would say use that until you get your own video, because I mean I use the lady one too. And I also use one where I did, it's me in the video. I did a testimonial. I did a testimonial with one of my teammates that had made a sale, you know, so it's me and her in there, but it's on my YouTube channel. So if they click that off, it's going to my YouTube channel. All right. So that's first things first. All right. Because here's the thing. It is not just one thing that gets you there, right? Because I know you asked me about what are my sources for traffic, and we'll get there. But it's not one thing that gets you there. It's a combination of things done right that get you there. Okay, so don't think there's just one silver bullet. If there was, a lot of people would be making a whole bunch of money. But it ain't a lot of people making a whole bunch of money. You see like top 10, you know, making money or whatever, right? And there's a reason for that, because either the top 10 or 20% are doing the work that's required, and the other 80%, 90% are not. Right? Part of it is because they don't know what's required. But a bigger part is they're not willing to do what's required. That's just real. Right? So we got this right here, so we know what we need to do here. Now, you do have Aweber hooked up to this, right?
Correct.
Okay, and you got the sequence, and then you changed out the pictures in there.
I changed out the pictures. The problem I was having with that, I changed out some of the pictures, but not all of them, because there was some stuff that the emails are about that I have not achieved. So I didn't feel comfortable acting like I'm the one that achieved them. So I kept his picture and those where he's the one that's talking about, hey, I made this much.
No, don't want to do that. And the ones that you can't figure how to to maneuver them because you don't have your own results, kick them out. He got like what? Well, I know when I got his share code, he had like 70 emails, so I know he's up to more now, right?
Yeah, it's like 92 when I got it.
There you go. So out of 92, you got a whole bunch of choose from, right?
Right.
The ones that do not apply to you, that you can't figure out how to maneuver to make them look like you, right? Do not put the next man face in your stuff, right? Unless here's the thing, unless it's someone that is not in the opportunity, and you're just like, let's say if you were telling someone something, hey, I came across this wonderful speech by Russell Brunson, and I just wanted to share this with you, type situation. Russell Brunson is not in Funnelx. He's not in Easy One Up. I mean, he's not in any of these. That's different, right? But you don't use someone that's also in this opportunity that is above you. And once again, it is not about not giving someone credit. You can give them credit all day long on their Facebook page. You can instant message if you want to. It's about when you're trying to brand yourself, you're trying to brand yourself. Okay? So kick them on out. And do you have your picture in there? Like, each email, does it have your picture in there? Does it have your picture, your contact phone number, your Facebook link? Does it have those things in there?
Not every single email. The original email, the first one that goes out, contains all of that.
What about the rest of them? Like, what's the percentage of them that got it? Like, you got it in like most of them, or you only got it in the first one?
Just the first one.
That's a problem.
I sprinkle it out throughout broadcasts.
No, put it in all of them. Put it in all of them. Because this is what I'm finding out. I'm having people, text me, right? I'm having people friend request me, right? I'm having people hit me up in the instant messenger for my business page, right? If you talk about sprinkling it out, when that is dependent upon you doing the broadcast, but that's the whole purpose of you having an autoresponder, so that way if you get tied up, right, that autoresponder is already hitting. You see what I'm saying? Also, you can't depend on just that first one, right? What if they don't even get it? What if it go to spam? People not checking spam.
Right.
Meanwhile, they don't know how to reach out to you because people are getting a lot of emails, right? Everybody gets a lot of emails. So, they don't always check them right away. Sometimes they don't check them at all, but, they don't always check them right away. So you want the one that they check, you want it to at least have a way to contact you, right? So you want to use, you want to put a phone number in there. If you don't want to use your personal cell, then I would recommend using a cloud phone, not Google Voice, right? And the reason why, right? Because before I was like, yeah, use Google Voice or whatever. This is what I thought. But someone brought this point up to me, and it's a top six-figure earner that told me this, and I didn't think about it. They said, think about it like this. Everybody knows about a Google Voice number by now, right? For the majority of the part, right? Regular people as well. So a Google Voice number means anyone can get it. There's no credentials, there's no money paid, whatever. Anyone can get it. So if you're the prospect, you're on the other end, right? You're on the other end of the situation. Then it's like, well, what is this person trying to hide? Hell, I can get a Google Voice number, but if you have an actual number or 800 or whichever case may be, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a local number, right? But you have one that's a local number that's not saying the Google Voice subscriber or, what I'm saying, anything like that, right? Then it looks like you're more reachable to them and more real, okay? Because if you're in their shoes, you run the solo ads, okay? They don't know you. They don't know him either. They ain't gonna sure don't know David. And they're looking at these emails. They're like, oh, this person's trying to sell me something again. Okay, whatever. Even if it sounds like it might be good, then it's like, but I don't know if I want to give this person my credit card information. This is their mindset. We know they're putting their credit card into the website. We know that, right? But this is their mindset. They're giving it to whoever is on the email, right? Because in essence, that's, who they're joining. They're not joining a website. They're joining whoever it is, right? So it's like, well, this person doesn't even think enough to let me get their phone number, even if they don't use it. Everybody doesn't use the phone number that I give them. I got my phone number blasted on Facebook. I don't get spammed on calls or whatever. I probably had like, maybe, I don't even know, like maybe 2. And the whole time or whatever, somebody hit me up talking about who this. And I pretty much ignore them. So it's like, what? But my point is, I don't get spammed all over the place. And mine is right on my profile. You know, it's in my emails, right? And that's my real number. They can Google it and find me, you know, and all that good stuff. So, you know, I would recommend, and I'll send you the link for that. I recommend you getting something like Cloud Phone, because that's what I use. All right.
Okay. Yeah, please do.
Yeah. Let me see what else on the emails. Now, on the emails, are you using pretty much, you didn't change, like, you didn't like put in any other type of emails from the sequence that you got, right? You pretty much follow that format as far as, you know, the proof and stuff like that?
Correct. I didn't add anything.
All right. This is what I found out. When did I learn this? I might have learned this maybe a few months ago or whatever, but I didn't put it into an action then because I didn't really know the importance of it. But I'm seeing now what I'm about to tell you. So this is something that I'm still working on as well, you know, but I'm telling you, it's like when I find out something, I don't have to wait to do it to tell you, right? It's just a matter of you do it or not. It's up to you. But you don't want to just keep on putting, join me, join me, join me, join me, join me, right? Why? Everybody else doing that.
Right.
Everybody else in their emails doing it. You have to provide value. Okay, and this is something that I have to talk to my team about. Providing value is teaching them something. And if you don't have any value to give, then that means you are not yet ready to actually sponsor anybody, but that doesn't mean it's going to take you forever. That means you need to sit your butt down and learn something. Watch a video. You got to, if you're an easy one up, you got plenty of videos. You can learn something in one day. You can watch like 5 videos and learn 5 things. Well, you'll actually learn more than 5 things in 5 videos because you probably learn like 10 things from one video. But you got to learn something so that you can teach someone something, right? And video is the best way to do that. That's why, like if you follow my YouTube channel or you watch some of the stuff that I post in some of the groups, like I'll post, or when I go live, I'll talk about mindset, or I'll post like, hey, this is how you do this, right? It's not to show off like, oh, I know something. Nah, it's because I know that everybody else is not doing that, right? And people don't always want you to try and convince them to join your opportunity, right? They're thinking like, oh, you're just trying to get something from me. But when you start giving something, right, even in the email, you don't even send them your payment link, right? You're sending them a training on whatever it is you're talking about. If you're trying to tell them something as simple as how to get a domain name. That's the type of stuff I started out with, you know, because it was getting me used to being on camera and teaching people something, you know, because I ain't have nothing else to teach them at. Well, I thought, you know, at the time. So I looked up something. Oh, this is how I get a domain name. Oh, well, let me go make a video on that, right? So you got to start infusing in there, you know, as you do your blast, that way to be infused in there, right? You got to start infusing in there training. Not someone else's training, your training.
Now, let me ask you something, Dee. A lot of the people, like, let's say, for example, or in my case, that I've been doing solo ads. Solo ads, basically, the person could put that in a 20 million thing. They may not even be truly interested in or focused on building a business. So how do you build up value with those type of people? Because it's not like me and you where we would swallow up somebody's training on something that is business. But how do we provide value to those people that barely don't even click emails or care about really doing business?
Well, see, that's a loaded question because, for one, if the people are not targeted, then they ain't interested.
Right.
So you got to make sure that the people that you're marketing to are targeted, right? So in solo ads, only thing that you have to go off of is what that solo ad vendor said. That's just what it is. Right. You know, if solo ad vendor Joe tells me that his list is wonderful for biz op, right? But if you use and I mean, even if you use the criteria that shows if they have 3 sales, you know what David told us to do. You know, you want to use that criteria. I do, right? Excuse me, because I run solo ads, right? But you use that criteria, and all you can do is look at what they said, and you know, and hope they're telling the truth. But you don't know if they're telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? So, but the way you build up value is the same way I'm telling you, right? You're not gonna make people click nothing. That's why you have to go after targeted people. Okay. But the way you build up value is the same thing I'm telling you. You teach them something. See, that is like the absolute most effective way to build value, because you're not giving them nothing. You ain't gave them nothing but your link. If all you're doing is telling them how much money you made, blah, 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 they already don't believe it anyway.
Right.
I mean, think about that. Think about how realistic this sounds, man. When we up there emailing people talking about this guy made $10,000 in 3 days. That don't even sound realistic to us. Now we know things are possible, right? But and we're in the field. We know it's possible. But the first thing we're like, how the hell he made that? You know, that's what we made that. You know, now we're on this side of it, so we do have an idea of how he or she made that because they got damn 10 million people following them. Right. But if you're on the other side looking in, you don't know him, so you don't even know he or she has 10 million people following them, right? All you know is somebody said they make $10,000 in 3 days, and you like, well, man, you making all that money, why you in my damn inbox? Right. Just being real with it. So you got to put yourself in that type of case. So you don't want to be outrageous with it. You know, you want to show that it works, right? That's true. But you don't want to be outrageous with no $10,000 in 3 days, right? That type of stuff that David says. That's what works for him. But also too, David got like 1 million people on his email list. We don't. Right. So we have to nurture ours even more. We have to be like a overbearing parent, so to speak. Right. You know, because we don't have all them kids, right? We only got 2. So that's the way you're going to build value. You're going to have to give something of value. You're going to have to teach them something, right? You're going to have to do what others are not willing to do. You're going to have to do it, and that's where the time comes in.
Do you prefer the Facebook Live, the teachings, or YouTube?
Do them all. Do them all. It ain't. Don't stop thinking that you got to pick and choose something. Do it all. Do it all, and repurpose. Just like Ontario was telling us, he said repurpose it. So you said, do you prefer the live or the YouTube? Why the same thing can't be both? Think about it now. You do a live video, turn that thing into a YouTube, put it on YouTube. What's the diff?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's your answer right there. Do it all. But you use the same video for the same thing, and you covered that purpose, but you have to do it, and you have to do it with a plan. You don't go up there and see. A lot of times people just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go live. Ain't nobody thought about nothing. Nobody thought about what they're gonna talk about. Nobody thought about the content, the subject line, right? That they're gonna talk. They just want to get up there and start rambling. No, you know how it takes me when I'm preparing to do a live. It doesn't take me that long for a mindset live because I can talk on the fly very well. But when I'm doing a training type of live where I'm trying to lay something out, like I did one showing people that the difference between when you work a job versus work for yourself, as far as how you really don't make more money working a job. So I had to lay that out on paper first, right? I had to lay that out on paper before I brought out my whiteboard and did this math or whatever. I had to spend about 45 minutes laying it out. Now, I could see it clearly in my head, but I have to lay it out so that way I can display it clearly so I'm not just rambling on that live. So that is the time that's required, not just me getting on live, right? Now, just giving an example of time that's required, one of my funnels that I created, right, to give away, right, took me I don't even know, goodness gracious, 4 days, to create, because I had to think about what I was going to put, right? Write it down. Then I had to actually create the videos for each of the pages. Then I had to create the funnels.
Right.
And that was for me to give it away.
Right.
But I wind up, making money off of that. But this is the type of stuff that you have to put the work in as far as actually working. The preparation, the learning, the preparation of video. Learning because you got to learn what you're going to talk about. Preparation, preparing for it. Writing it down, making your outline, and then putting it out there. Where you're going to put it out. And then doing it and keep doing it. Keep doing it. It'll be a little difficult at first because you're not used to it. Right. And it'll take you a while. Like I said, man, it'll take me a minute, right? But you once you keep doing it, then what's going to wind up happening is people are going to start seeing you as a leader, because that's what a leader does. It's not about how much money you made, right? Because I don't have no $100,000 in my back office, and I'm making sales, right? But it's because I'm constantly trying to give value, stuff that people need, right? On a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? YouTube videos, lives, in my Facebook group. You know what I mean? In the email, dots, not some stuff there. In the work from home groups, instead of just posting about, hey, join me. Say, hey, this is what you can do what I did, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Here's a free training. Jump on that. Right? So that's giving people some value instead of just saying right off the bat, join me. Yeah, I want them to join me. Yeah, my link's going to be up in there. Right? That's a whole nother situation. But I'm giving you this right here. And that's another way that you're working on branding yourself and adding value even on Facebook. But it's the same situation in the email. But it does take longer for the cold people to warm up. I mean, that's with anything. You know, it's going to take longer for you to warm up a cold pot of coffee versus a warm pot of coffee.
Right, of course.
Facebook going to be a warm pot of coffee.
Right.
Solo's cold, but solos are necessary because they help build an email list, and that's why I still pay for solos. But 99% of my sales come from Facebook, and that's why my close rate, thank God, all right, because that's just a blessing, right? But that's why my close rate is a little bit higher than some other people. They'll be like, oh, I got all these unpaids, you know, and you'll look at the percentage and you'll do the math, and it's like 10%, you know, active, you know, or less. You know, mine's at like 36%, but it's because of the field that I'm playing in. I want to go for targeted people that can see me, right? See me do live, see me what I'm doing, because I have every intention of doing what's required. So now somebody's there to see me. Versus in the email, they only get to see me on email, and it's not really real to them until they come and see me in my house. And my house is Facebook. You know, that's where you can show the most of you. You know what I mean? So that's why you want to put that Facebook link in there. Say, hey, come friend request me. Come, you know, come check me out. When you do a live on Facebook, you send you do your blast or whatever for email. You say, hey, I just did this live here talking about multiple income streams, which is one I did. Blast it out to them. Let them come check it out. They ain't have no link in there to join me, right? Come check out this live, because you want them to get warmed up to you. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes complete sense.
Okay. Now now as far as traffic sources that I use, I just use the same criteria that David said use. I don't have like a go-to person. I don't even think there is no go-to person. If it was, then you know, some of these top earners wouldn't even need to be on Facebook like that. They'll just keep on pushing that traffic right there, and they'll be good. They'll be rich, you know. But they're doing multiple things for a reason. They ain't just doing for their health, right? You know what I mean? So there is no certain one. I would say follow the criteria he gave, because that's the same criteria I use. But do not do it because you're expecting sales. Don't do that. All right. Do it because you want to build your email list, and you want to continue to cultivate that email list with some value in it that, you know, like we talked about. You want to continue to do that, you know, and it's not going to happen all one day. That's understandable. But, you know, like what days are you off? What, Saturday? Like what days you off on your job?
I'm off Saturday and Sundays.
Okay. Well, everybody needs some rest. So let's say on Saturday you do like 10 emails, right? That you know, reconfigure for the week. And let's say you do one a night when you get off of work. You know, one a night. So that way, you know, you spend, I don't know, maybe 35 minutes at night to construct the email, a value email, right? And then on the weekend, you can do 10. So that way, before you know it, man, you got a whole bunch of emails on your own. You know, value to sprinkle in with this proof. So it's like, okay, well, he has 90, but by the time, you know, you get going on yours, you don't need his whole 90. You need 80, then 70, then 60, because you don't replace it with some of your stuff, but you still have all these emails. Right, but you've been able to kick some of his out that didn't suit you anyway. You know, and that's anybody's, not just his, it's anybody's. Even if you had my sequence, you'll be able to kick some of mine out that did not suit you, because you have something to replace it with, and it's some good stuff, some good value stuff. All right. Now, another thing you want to be doing is you need another way to get leads as well. You know what lead magnets are?
Yes, I do.
All right. Do you use any lead magnets?
I have some that I use through a company that basically focuses on marketing training. So they have like a blog system set up where you can invite people to read an article or different stuff like that. And basically you can give away lead magnets. You can give away a training, like come check out my Instagram training. So when they sign up for the training, I'd capture their email that way.
And whose training is it? The other people's?
It's made by people that's in the company. The company is called MLSP. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them or heard of them, but it's basically My Lead System Pro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I'm on their email list because I'm remembering that acronym. I think I might be on their email list.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely want to be using lead magnets to whereas you can capture the information. And you said they go to the training, you get the info, and then the people train them on the Instagram situation.
Correct. Whether it's a video training, an hour, 15-minute video training on whatever it is they put their name on, and they got tons of training over a variety of different stuff: YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, all that stuff.
Okay, good. You definitely want to use those. So start using those more. Okay. Let me see. Now, one that I use is a little system called Lead Lightning. Have you ever heard of it?
With the Power Lead system?
Yeah. Do you have Power Lead system or Lead Lightning, whichever?
I had it a while ago, and I think Lead Lightning was I had it a while ago, but I didn't. Back then, I was not serious about my business, so I gave that up a long time ago. Okay.
I'm gonna send you a link for Lead Lightning, and you don't have to get Power Lead system. I don't have Power Lead system either. I don't use their capture system, but Lead Lightning, and at the beginning, I overlooked Lead Lightning too.
Right.
I'm like, man, this ain't gonna work. Right? I'm like, man, what this little $7 thing gonna do? It was because I didn't understand how to use it, right? And so I'm gonna just go ahead and give you a brief tutorial on how to use it, right? Because it's real. Once you know, then it's simple. I'm not talking about how to set it up. It'll show you that in the video. I'm talking about how you deploy it. You can put something as simple as this. Who wants to know how to get free leads in their business without using paid ads?
Right.
Info, whatever. Right now, this is what I do when I do a strategy like that. This is what I do. I'll put it in groups, right? And I will actually post the link. This is what I found. Because some people don't want to post a link. They want everybody to say info, which I get. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. But this is what I found. You'll have people watching your posts or whatever. For whatever reason, they don't say info. They don't comment or nothing. But they just watching. But when I started putting my link out there, right, then I'll see people opt in. Because, all these different capture page systems we have, it will let you know when somebody opts in. Like FunnelX will know when they opt in, right? And so I'll see them opt in. And it'll be somebody that's on my friends list. And I'm like, why they ain't just come out to them? But that's just how people do. Right. So they want to do it on their time, and they don't want to feel like you're going to pressure them to get it, right? If they came to you in your inbox. Okay, cool. So they'll go in there and they'll see whatever, and then boom, the fact that they went in there, they're now my lead. Okay, and this is how you use that. And as I'm saying this, like I said, this is stuff that I'm in the process of doing, but even in my beginning stages, it's been working. So imagine when I really boom it, right? So you create a whole nother email sequence for Lead Lightning. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean that every email has to talk about Lead Lightning. It's just that it's a separate sequence. It's not going to be the same as your FunnelX, because FunnelX probably has the majority of FunnelX in it right now. Probably mine does. Right now. So it's going to be talking about some Lead Lightning stuff in it, right? And then this is how you take it to the next step. And this is what I'm working on doing. This is the next step. I learned this about maybe a month ago from another teammate that's not even on FunnelX, but she's in another marketing class that I'm in. What you do is you're then supposed to cross promote. Like, we're hitting our FunnelX list up with all FunnelX. Like, come on, yeah, please join FunnelX, right? Right. What we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be hitting them with multiple offers. We're supposed to be hitting them with Lead Lightning. We're supposed to be hitting it with Cloud Phone. Anything business related, we're supposed to be hitting them with it, right? We're supposed to be hitting them with individual ops. Like, FunnelX got 5 things, right? I have 4 of the 5 things, right? Take them things out. Take them things out and hit them with it, right? Not everybody wants, everybody wants all the streams, but not everybody wants to pay all the money for all the streams. You feel me? So even though you and I know that they don't have to choose everything, but they ain't even asking you. They just going to assume this is how people do. It is what it is. So you have to understand this. So you say, well, let me take a couple of these things out. Let me take Easy One out. Easy One up is easy to take out, right? You can mark Easy One up by itself. right? Outside of FunnelX, all of these you can. Do you have a capture system for Easy One Up by itself?
Not one that I created, but the companies obviously, yeah. But I don't have my own.
All right, I'm going to recommend one to you, Vertex Lead System. That one is a one-time payment, and that's what most people was using before we had FunnelX. Most of us was using that. It's $97 one time. It has the whole funnel, the capture page, landing page, and it has the built-in autoresponder with the emails already created. Now, of course, in anything that you do, you still want to put your own capture page in front of it. That's anything that you do. But what I'm saying is, in the meantime, right, the same way we did when we started with FunnelX, we didn't start out with these branded funnels, right? We didn't know about it, right? We started out with what they had. So the same thing. You start out with what they have to get you going, and then until you make your own capture page to put on back of it in your own sequence. But it's a one-time situation. Vertex Lead System. I'm going to recommend that. That's going to convert a lot better than everything convert better than the company site. Right? But you want to take things out and hit them with that.
Right behind the camera.
Now Lifestyle, actually, you can market that separately. They have their own, things where you can get people to get free accounts. It's in the back. It's in the back office, right?
Right.
Pull that out. Get your link from back there in the back office. Pull that out. And write you up a little email. All you got to do is look at the emails you get from Joel, right, and reword it. Sprinkle that in there. Hit them with that, right?
Now let me ask you something. So you're basically saying taking like the lightning leads, the NLSP training leads, the FX ROI leads, basically put them all into one list and market different things.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're going to have multiple lists, right? And But what I'm saying is you want to be hitting them up, because when you initially get them, they're going to be on separate lists. So let me explain. When you initially get them, they're going to be on separate lists, right? Because they're coming in different capture pages, right? Now, that doesn't mean that you can't put them all on one list. So let me restate that. You can. That's not a problem. That's totally fine. You can put them all on one list, to make it easier. That's cool, right? But initially, they're going to come in on separate lists. But then you can put them all on one list in Aweber. That's totally cool, because you want to be banging them upside the head with multiple offers, right? So even if they came in on the lead lightning list, right, you're gonna be banging them up in the head with your FunnelX situation. You're gonna be banging them up in the head, with your Vertex lead situation, with your Now Lifestyle situation, and what else do we have in there? I don't have the builder level. I don't even know if I would do that separately. I guess you can, but I wouldn't do the panel by itself neither. Ad boost, I would hit them in the head with ad boost for sure. So those three for sure, I would definitely take out. Easy One Up by way of Vertex Lead System. Now Lifestyle by way of the pages that they already give us in a back office, right? I would use something with the free sign up, right? Then let Joel try and upsell them, right? Because once they get on the Now Lifestyle list, Now Lifestyle be hitting them up, talking about come to this free webinar. I mean, they hit me up all the time, right? And then advertising boost for sure, right? Take them things out and you just banging them, and anything else that you have, because there's going to be things that you have that I don't have, or things that I have that you don't have, right? Because I'm actually just giving you an idea, and I haven't even brought this to the team yet, but I'm actually going to be adding on a couple of other little cheap offers, right? Like how people, they'll market little apps and stuff, right? I don't market apps, right? However, I'm about to. Reason being, I'm not going to do it the way you see everybody else do it. Who wants to sign up for Cash App and so I can make $5? Nah, bro, I'm not about to be posting all on my wall all day to make $10, right? But what I will do is that list that you're building, because you are doing the solos, but you're using to build your list, and you're using the lead lightning and using the MLS, right? MLSP to build your list. So as your list is growing, you just make up some emails. So now instead of you having to post all over on Facebook and people say info and all this other stuff, right? Now you're just hitting the list in the head with it. Bigger, right? So now it makes sense for me to have those little cheap offers, because you're gonna have some people who, for whatever reason, don't think they have the money to join something else. But then you hit them with this, they're like, oh, I can make $5. Let them go and peddle $5. Just let them pay you the $5. You see what I'm saying? And let them worry about peddling their life away for $10. Right. So that's the other ways that you're going to be able to use that list. So that list is super important, but it's more important than we even thought. because nobody's, I'm not gonna say nobody, us regular people, right? We're not even thinking about multiple officer lists. All we were thinking about was funnel ads. You see what I'm saying? So these are the things that you have to be putting into play now. These are not, you know, well, when I get to it in 5 months. No, these are things you need to be putting into play now, and you have the tools to put them into play now. You know what I mean? You have the tools. It's, how much are you spending on solo ads? What are you doing every week?
Yeah, weekly. I've budgeted 150 to 200.
All right, so you budgeting 150 to 200. Okay, and where are you buying your ads from? Are you doing Udemy or what you doing?
I mix it up between Udemy or different solo vendors, but mainly I always pick at least one person from Udemy.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Are you using Traffic for Me?
Yes, I've used them before.
Okay, that's a pretty good source as far as the quality. Once again, don't be looking for sales, but yeah, definitely mix it up. I would probably say, I know you said you're doing 150 to 200 a week, so that's about 600 to 800 a month. I would say do like 100 a week,
Okay.
and use that other money's resources to get some of these other things that you're going to be able to make money off of. Like when I send you the link for VLS, it's for you to use it, but it also has a resale program, right? Obviously, it's an affiliate program, right? Lead Lightning, well, Lead Lightning only $7, but the point of the matter is, right, I'm just saying, you know, it ain't free, you know, so you get that, and you're also going to be able to, you know, it also has the affiliate program, right? And that one is like mad easy. Like I get sales on that like mad easy because it's only $7, which is cool, but I like getting the leads, right? And even down to the phone system that I'm going to send you, you know, so that you don't have to use your phone number. That has a wonderful resale program of $90 per referral, you know? So, you know, so these are, so you want to start reallocating. It doesn't mean that you're not spending it to save it. No, you're reallocating it is all you're doing. So you still going to spend what you're spending, right? You still don't want to stop spending that, but you want to spend it differently. Okay, you want to spend it getting it, and also, are you good at talking on the phone to people yet? Do you think? I mean, I don't know. Some people are, some people aren't. Like if you had leads to call, do you think you could talk to them well enough that they would consider joining you in business if you talk to them on the phone, or no?
No, I'm horrible on the phone.
Okay, well then you don't want to buy those type of leads just yet.
Yeah, I'm horrible at it. I used to make a lot of videos, but it terrified me. I probably made 6 or 7, and then I couldn't get myself to do it anymore.
Okay, all right. Well, work on them videos. I understand on the phone situation. You got to work on them videos because that's how you're going to be able to train people. You can, I mean, you can do like the free downloads and stuff like that, which is cool. It's not as effective, but it's way better than just pitching, right? And you know, the free downloads I'm talking about, like if somebody like, oh, you know, I'm going to give you a free PDF or whatever on how to build an email list, whatever. You know what I mean? I know you've probably seen those. Have you ever bought any of those?
No, I haven't.
All right. Some of that money you're going to reallocate. Now, this stuff is not expensive, right? But it's just that a lot of the top earners, they ain't gonna really take the time to tell you about this stuff. Like the way I learned about it is I had to pay into multiple things. So I didn't just get this from one person, this stuff that I'm telling you, right? I had to join them and then watch. They still ain't gonna give it to you when you join them. Still ain't gonna give it to you. You just gotta watch them. Sometimes you can't even, it's one group for Easy One Up. I couldn't even get into their group unless I joined, right? So I had to join the Easy One Up with the person I joined to even get in their group to see what they got. So I had to ante up to get the stuff, to get the, you know, the information from multiple places. But you can also use that. It's I'll send you the website for that because I gotta think of it. I'll send you the website for that. I'm just making notes so I can remember to send you the website for that. Because you can get these downloads for like $8, right? And they have resale rights, and it'll show you on there what you can do. Like, can you give it for free? You want stuff that you can give for free. Because once again, this is something to help you add value.
Oh, you're talking like a PLR rights.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. The PLR rights. Yeah.
You could give away like free ebooks or free software, different things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Get you some of them.
I used to do that, but the reason I didn't do that so much is because don't you have to basically have your own website set up and change all the for the PLRs for
Why
the
would you have to have your own website to
I don't know, maybe
give away an ebook? I mean, think
maybe it
about it. I'm
was
just asking.
right. Maybe it was just the one I was using. I don't know. But I basically had to put the stuff in my website, and I used to store it on eJunkie, eJunkie.com. I used to store it on there, and they would download it from my eJunkie account.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So they can download it. Okay, I see what you're saying. So even if you have to do that, then what's wrong with doing that?
It was embedding the stuff in my website that it required me to understand some type of programming, and it just kept messing up.
Okay, yeah, I don't think these, you gotta understand the program. I don't think these like that right there. I don't think these like that. So let me put this on.
Yeah, please.
Upside down. Yeah, I don't think these like that. All right. So those are some things you want to get. Like I said, I would drop down on the solos, because you want to reallocate the money on some things that you still need to get going.
Right.
And you're gonna have to start doing some of this free stuff. You're gonna have to start teaching people something on video. If people not seeing you on video, I know you said you're not really good with video. If you're not gonna let people see you, you're gonna continue to struggle. Think and to know that this is true, all you gotta do is watch. Think about it. How many times Ontario go live in a week's time?
My goodness.
I mean, come on, think about this.
Constantly.
I mean, look at my YouTube channel. I'm pumping out more videos. Why you think that is? This ain't just because we, you know what I mean, we ain't got nothing to do and we think we're pretty, and we just want to get on camera. That means so you got to pay attention. I mean, I'm just being serious. You got to pay attention. If you see the people who are making some money, right, are doing this thing, then why are you not doing this thing? Don't think that there's some easier way out. Oh, well, that's what they're doing, but that just works for them. It's, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to just keep pumping solos. Yeah, okay. That's what the other newbies thinking too. And they crying, they hurting too, right? Having to take from their job to do the thing, So pay attention to what the people who are winning, pay attention to what they're doing and the time that they're putting in to do it and do it. But they're having great results, right? I had a lady join me. That was the other $1,000. Was that the $1,000 proof I showed? Yeah. Because I got another one I got to show, but that was $1,000 proof I showed. She joined me, and she, I saw her opting into my pages, right? Because I can see my different funnels. That's all, right? And and then she hit me up, and she had let me know that I watched some of your videos. So how else did she know if she hadn't watched some videos or whatever? That probably was something that helped put me up there, on her list. I'm saying, what I'm saying? Because I'm sure she saw other people's videos. She said, but I like the way that you were talking in your videos. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you. I'm honored, right? But had I not done the videos, then what would she saw? All she would have saw was emails. But guess what? She getting everybody else's emails too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to do that if you want to make some money without continuously spending as you're learning other ways to market. Because I'm not saying Facebook is the only way to market. It's not. What I'm saying is for us, and I'm saying us because we just started with FunnelX, right? FunnelX is not that old, but there's other people who are making a lot more money, but they've been doing this joint for like 8 years, man. We have not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we have to use what is accessible to us until we learn how to use the other things, right? Until we learn how to use Instagram effectively, until we learn how to use YouTube effectively, or use Twitter effectively, right? Or use postcards effectively. There's so many ways to market, but we don't know all of them yet because, hell, we just starting for all intents and purposes, right? So the easiest ones that we do have at our disposal is Facebook, right? So on Facebook, people need to hear from you, on your posts, words, right? But they also need to see you.
Right.
So they're like, oh, yeah, that's that guy. I remember he put that training. Oh, man, I appreciate that training you put out there. Let me ask you this. The same way you can, I don't know you, right? But you saw me somewhere, right? And you said, hey, D, such and such or whatever, can we link up, right? You came from somewhere. You either came off a post or from a video. Other than that, you wouldn't have known.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is you're experiencing it. You just ain't, you wasn't thinking about it. Because I wasn't thinking about this stuff. I was like, oh man, damn. If they're doing it, I should have been doing it. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The same way that I was attracted to them, you know, because I don't be attracted just by the money. Personally, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So the same things that, you know, attracts you to a person, you need to be that attractive person yourself. Right?
Right.
And rock out. Let me see what else. I know I gave you a lot. That's a lot right there for you.
I'm right.
Okay, write it down. Yeah, for you to hone in on. You know, I said that's a lot to hone in on. But these are all things I learned, you know, recently that's actually working for me.
Let me ask you one thing before I forget. In one video I was watching that you talked about a YouTube ranker. What do you use to rank your YouTube videos?
Yeah, I actually use a strategy. My colleague is supposed to be she's working on making that video. That's actually a training that we're gonna put out and show you guys how to do it and how to get the views and everything. So it should be out in the next week or two. So just stay tuned. But that's gonna be actually my first digital product, right?
Okay, cool.
The first product that I own, right? You know, well, myself and my partner. You know, that's the first one that I'll own. But yeah, because it's you know, you want it when you put your videos out there, you want them to go ahead and get to page 1 as fast as possible so people have a chance to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not expensive either, but it's like if you don't know how to do it, then you don't know how to do it. So you sitting up there with hot 2 views, and then you wondering like why nothing's happening, right? So you know, but we'll be putting that out, you know, so that way people can take advantage of it, and it's gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be free. So we'll be putting that out and let everybody know how that's rolling out.
Cool.
Did you have any other questions that you could think of?
Yeah, one question I have is basically with when you're sending out the emails, because you said I could strip FXROI into 3 or 4 different into the individual businesses and push them out to my list. So basically, if I have 3 different lists, would I write 3? Like, how many emails do you write per day? If I have my
as many as you can. Your number will be different from my number, you know what I'm saying? Because my time that I have that I can do that in is different from the time that you may have. But you want to make as many different emails as you can. I was just saying because, you know, you're a working person, you know what I'm saying? You have a job. I was saying if you could do 1 email in the evening per day, and then on the weekends do 10. You know, so that's 5 times 1 is 5, and then on the weekend you did 10 because you're off on Saturday. I wasn't counting Sunday on Saturday, right? So 10 plus 5, so that would be 15 in a week that you would have, right? So that's something that, you know what I'm saying, that's a step in the right direction. Now, obviously, as you go and you find that hey, you know, I'm putting them out pretty quick, so I can do 2 every evening, right? You know, but I know you can do 1 in the evening, and I know you can do 10 in a Saturday. It's all about you taking the time to do it, because if you're off, then all you have to do is now see what is the necessities of the rest of your life. You say, okay, well, I know I have kids, I have a wife, whatever the case may be, right? But that may mean you don't have as much free time for yourself playing with your buddies on a video game or whatever you do, right?
Right.
You know, so then you take away from your time, and you do that because that's what's required, you know, for you to get there. That's one of the things that's required for you to get to where you're not feeling like you're spending $600-800 a month and not making the sales.
Correct. Right.
You know. Now, are you paying attention in the Facebook groups? Because you're in a passive group with us, right?
Yeah, I'm in the passive group. Again, because of the time I peek in every now and then, but I usually have to take a day where I go all the way back and try to catch everything I missed.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. You know, and that's why he records the stuff and puts them in the file section. So that's fair enough. As long as you are catching up every single week. That means, like I said, once again, that means you're going to have to allocate your time appropriately. But every week you need to catch up. You don't want it to go 2 weeks and you trying to go back 2 weeks. It's going to start feeling like a burden to you. And then you're not going to want to do it. And then you're going to continue being stagnant and you're going to still be wondering why you're losing. But it's because you are not doing winning activities. Right? But when you stop doing winning activities is when you start losing, right? The winning and losing is not dictated by the money, because the actions that you put in today, the winning actions that you put in today, is you might not get paid for another month, right? Just to give you an example, I promoted CloudPhone for like a hot 2 weeks hard, like 2.5 weeks hard, right? But I knew they was gonna take 2 months to pay out. That's what the deal was when we learned about it. That was the deal, right? So that proof income that I showed like maybe a month ago of $1,500, I had did that 2 months ago. That I had did that work 2 months ago, right? But I knew it was coming. All I had to do was put in the work. I did it for like a hot 2.5 weeks. Couldn't do it longer than that because, you know, not that hard anyway, because I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I knew that was going to be 2 months out. But I said, let me get it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm hitting it hard because I knew I was going to get that, you know, coming in. You know, so it's the same thing. As long as you're doing winning activities, you're going to get the money in the back end. But you want to do winning activities, you don't want to stop because once you stop, you start losing. Right. And it's hard to catch up, you know, per se, because your mind start getting in your way. When you lose for too long, your mind start messing with you. Man, maybe this isn't for me. You know, I don't know. Maybe I can't make money online.
I went through it, D. I went through that.
Yeah, seriously.
That's when I reached out to you. I was basically at that tipping point.
Oh man. So look, don't tell me I'm bringing you up for suicide. Don't tell me that. I tell people, look, I ain't trying to say nobody for suicide, but you didn't present yourself as suicide. I ain't even gonna lie. If you would have came and said, "Gee, I'm ready to quit," I don't know. I'm like, well, man, if that's what you want to do. I don't save people from suicide. So I'm glad you came the way you did, right? Because I'm being real with you. I don't spend my time with people who have given up on themselves, right? Because I don't have the strength, right? I don't have the strength to carry me and drag you too. And drag you be dragging a puppy, and you're like, "Come on, boy, come on," and he's leaning back on you. Because he don't want to go. I ain't got it. I ain't got to pray, right? That's above my pay grade. I just tell a person they need to pray about that situation. That's above my pay grade. But so I'm glad you came the way you did, you know, and I'll tell a person, look, and I'm going to tell you exactly, because this is the stuff. Now, what I'm about to tell you is stuff that I ain't never seen a top runner tell me that, right? None of my trainers ever tell me what I'm about to tell you because they're not, and I need you to pay attention. And like I said, I'm doing this video so I could, you know, give it to my team as well to train them. Right. Why do you think that I said, okay, I'll jump on a Zoom? What do you think the reason was?
I know if it were me, I would do it because I understand I need a tribe of people. I understand I need serious marketers who think like me, who are serious.
And why? Give it to me. Why do I need a tribe? Talk to me. Why do I need a tribe? This is important to understand. Why do I need a tribe?
Because your income will come from the tribe.
Boom. Boom. Like people legitimately don't get that. Legitimately. Right. So had you come, now people come different ways to me all the time, right? And had you come, right, in such a manner of, like, some of them, they come demanding. They come really demanding with a you know, empty hand. Right. And it'll be people who went through my link, but they didn't join me. They went and joined somebody else. And I'll never get mad about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, I gave you an opportunity to jump on my team, but then you went and took your money elsewhere and you came to me while you broke. Right? And they'll come and say, I don't have any more money. Can you help? But you just spent all your bread over there. And you literally telling me that you broke and you coming with empty hands. That's what you thought. That ain't my tribe, right? So you're absolutely right. It's building a tribe because that is how you make money. You make money with your tribe. You make money by helping them, and they're going to join you. So it's like when I tell people this, I think that they take it as arrogance. But the reason why is because nobody else will tell you that. Right. They didn't tell me. Right? They're not going to tell you that, but this is why. And the reason why I'm telling you is because this is what is required to do. This is what you have to start thinking of when people start reaching out to you, because you start doing these videos. You know, there's people going to resonate with you that don't resonate with me. They're going to hit you up, right? There's people that hit Ontario up because they resonate with him. There's people that hit me up instead of him, or vice versa, right? It's about who they resonate with, right? And when they hit you up, you want to assess the situation on what they're talking about and see if they appear to be a waste of your time. And what I mean by that is not mean that they're a waste of space as a human. It means that they're not ready yet. They're not ready for everything that you have to offer them, right? Because you know that you're going to be bringing the real value to them, helping them, blah, 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 right? Right. So you do that and you say, okay, once you size them up, you say, okay, this might be a person that might be a good fit for my tribe. right? Does that mean you jump on a Zoom call every time? Nah, I get on very, very few Zooms, right? You know what I mean? I'm actually in the process of, setting up my page to charge for my consultation, right? I don't be jumping on Zooms unless it's a new person, right? And that's just my initial, and I just started doing that, and that's for a whole other reason, right? But it's just what you said. I need a tribe. We all need a tribe, right? And if you have someone who sound like they've been putting in, right? Been putting in, meaning they've been putting in work and money in their business. Then that means you have a mindset of a person that is already at least understanding that ain't nothing free.
Right.
So the mindset's already there. They already put in some work. Okay, let me, and based on what you were saying you were doing, I knew I had something that I could offer you. Because if I didn't have nothing I could offer you, then you could be on the Zoom either. Then I really need to go and learn something.
Right.
Some more stuff. Because I got to have something to offer everybody. Like, right. So that is why I took it. And I just wanted you to understand why. Make sure you understood. And you did. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the same things that you need to be doing, even at the level that you're at. And I'm not saying like you're at a low level. Don't take anything I say as the meaning thing. I'm only saying that we're not there. We're not way up there, right? As far as income wise, right?
We ain't Mr. Hawkins money yet.
Right. We ain't got that Hawking bread yet, right? but you don't have to wait till you get Hawking bread to get mentor.
Right.
What you got to do is know one thing. I'm gonna have you read the book. And you might get it on audio download because it might be easier with time frame. Expert Secrets. Did you get that download or read the book?
By Russell.
Russell. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. .com Secrets I have. Is it the same thing? Different things?
They're different, but they're both by him and they're both great books. But the point of what I'm saying is perfect because what he says in there is that the Expert Secrets is what it is. On that one, he says you don't have to be an actual expert. You just have to know something more than what the followers know.
Right.
That could be one thing. So if you know a way to get, I don't know, some good leads or whatever, just as an example, and the rest of them don't, then now it's all about how you package that situation to build them into your tribe, the ones who are worthy of being in your tribe, the ones, like I said, who at least have the mindset and understand nothing free, right?
Right.
To get them into your own tribe. Come on, y'all. I got y'all. Come on. Daddy got you. Well, in your case, daddy got you, right?
Right.
That situation. So this is why you only need to know one thing more. And the more that you know, right, then, the better off you are because now you can accept into more people into your tribe.
Right.
And like the things that I'm telling you, these are things that I probably realized in the last 3 months, right? I didn't realize this stuff in January. These are everything that we discussed is stuff that I realized in the last 3 months. So I'm not no expert to a point as far like people think of an expert, but I done learned enough, right? And I'm not saying I've stopped learning, of course not, but I've learned enough to whereas I can help a multitude of people because I know just a tad bit more than they do. That's all you need. I mean, don't stop there. I'm just saying that's all you need to get started. One or two things more than the rest of the people, or more than one other person. You can start with one person in your tribe, right? And you need to be doing that. Another thing too, which once again, it takes time, but it works. You need to, I'm not saying you're not doing this. I don't know. But if you're not, you need to start helping in groups, right? I told my team this, and there's two young ladies that's doing this super well. And there's a gentleman that started doing it as well, right? They'll go into the groups, with Funworks, we got, 5 different things, right? So they'll go in our lifestyle group, people asking questions. They know the answer. They're going to passive income group, people asking questions. They're like, giving their responses. And, and I'll see it later, whatever, because I'll be busy, you know what I'm saying? And I'll see it and I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up. I'm putting hearts like, yo, y'all see that? I'm like shouting them out. Like, look, that's what I'm talking about, right? Them the leaders right there. You want to do that type of stuff because this is what happens. You up there helping these people, right? It don't matter that they in, that don't matter who group they in. All they know is that you help them with something that ain't nobody else respond to. So then what they do, they hit you up and everybody, you ain't gonna have to say PM me or none of that stuff that makes you look like you're trying to steal somebody from a group. You don't have to do none of that.
Right.
They come in, hey, I saw you said such and such. I'm having trouble, and there it is right there. It's an opportunity to you know, build your tribe. Every opportunity that you get, like I said, if the person, you know, is where you need them to be, right? You ain't got to drag their tail, right?
Right.
I start doing that. So you may not be able to do that until you get off of work because you got to work. That's okay. Do it. Them comments be up there all night. People be commenting on my stuff at 12, 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
They'll comment on my stuff. Start doing it because it's something that you can do now because you know something now, right? You know, you're something you can start doing now as you're building up your experience and as you're building up these other things that I've given to you. You know, there's plenty of people who probably ain't heard of Lead Lightning and they don't know how to use it, but I just told you how to use it. And you're going to learn other ways to use it, right?
Right.
That's how you make money. That's literally how I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with 99% off of Facebook, it's doing the things that I'm talking about. It's doing this type of situation, analyzing it to see if this person qualifies for what you know I have to offer, right? And doing this.
Right.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Massive value. And putting everything else into play, you know, as the time goes, you put it in, and you keep it rocking.
Right.
And then our income is just gonna keep going up and up. What level are you on Easy One Up? Speaking of income, what level are you on Easy One Up?
I'm at Vertex. What is it? Vertex Elite. The 500.
500.
Yeah.
All right. You need to get up to the 1,000. Do you know why I'm saying that? Because I mean, obviously, I'm not getting the upgrade money, but I'm about to tell you why I'm telling you to get up there. Do you know why I'm telling you to get up to the 1,000?
What is that?
Because of the financing that you can offer. You did hear about that, right?
Yes, I did hear about that.
I did a couple of videos on YouTube. Check them out. Because they explain it really well. But you only can offer it if you're at 1,000 and 2,000. Since we started that, we only been doing it for like what, a week and a half. I don't even think it's been 2 weeks yet. I got 3 on financing at $1,000 level. And that's the other proof I got to show. I got another $1,000 proof. So I did 2 today, $2,000 a day, right?
Right.
Because of that financing. Right? I mean, yeah, they wanted to join me. That's good, right? So I was doing the other stuff, right? But the financing is what cinched it, because one girl was looking at me and someone else. I don't know who, I didn't ask, I don't care, right? But you know, I said, hey, if whoever they can offer finance, I can offer finance, this is what I can do, boom, boom, boom. Oh, well, that sounds good. Let's do it. So it is a lot easier to for a person to swallow putting up $350 and making $75 a month payments to immediately be at the $1,000 level. It's a lot easier for them to swallow that than us saying pay 1,000 to be at the 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. And I'm talking about 3 $1,000 sales in a matter of like 10 days. I mean, that's crazy. And imagine. Now go ahead.
If I were to go on
financing or what?
Myself, would I be able to? What was that?
Yeah.
Would I be able to offer it? Okay.
Yep. They made that decision. Yep. Even if you're the one using the financing, you'll also be able to offer it. You just go to your sponsor, whoever your sponsor is, and say, hey, I want to do the financing. And you put your $350 up, and then your monthly payment. They'll take you through the whole app and everything like that. Because who's your sponsor? Ontarian?
No, Richie. Actually, we found Ontarian through going with somebody, then found Ontarian.
Okay. Well, is so your person's at the 1,000 already?
Yes, he is.
Sponsor?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. All right. So then just go to him, tell him you want to do the financing. If he hasn't set up the financing portal, tell him to go set it up. Right? If he don't know how to do it, tell him to go watch my YouTube videos. Right? Okay. So that way he can go and get his portal. And
now you have a video that explains it?
Huh?
You have your own video that explains it? Because I've watched the other ones.
Yeah, I did. I did 2 on YouTube.
Okay.
I actually put them in the Easy One Up group too. Easy One Up company.
Okay.
I put both of them in that group too. And yes, it explains it very well. Very well.
Cool.
Yep. So that way he can go ahead and get his portal. So then you can upgrade, and then you can do the same thing. Because I'm trying to get my people to get their portal set up ASAP.
Right.
because I want them to do the same thing I'm doing. When you talk to people, see what they're talking about. If they're talking about signing up at $250, right? They're only $100 away. One of the ladies I signed up, she was looking at the $250. I said, well, let me tell you this. Okay, and you tell them, the benefits. Obviously, another 100, we're gonna get you to 1,000, right? And so obviously, more buying power, more training that you get as well, right? And you get the opportunity to do the same thing, offer this too. So now, if a person is looking at, well, who should I join? This person offer financing, this person doesn't. And let's say everything else is about equal, meaning it's not like one of them is a butthole or something, right? Everything else is about equal. They're like, well, let me go with this. I mean, because you can leverage your money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got the whole 1,000, you like, well, let me see if I can make my money back in a couple months, and if not, then I'll pay it off. You know what I mean? Type situation. Other people money, right? So that's the type of situation with that. So yeah, definitely get up there ASAP, right? Because it's wide open right now. There's only like a few videos on YouTube with the financing. But as more people come in, obviously they're gonna put them all. But YouTube is a real big place to market. So and it's wide open, bro. Like some of the top earners don't have like 30 videos on it yet. They working on it though, but they don't. So that's wide open. So definitely get yourself up there, because that's gonna help you be able to close some things, especially on the Facebook tip, because they're warmer to you.
Right.
You want to start getting them warm people. How many sales have you made so far?
1.
All right, and what level was it?
It was first elevation, and then 2 days later she upgraded to the $100 one.
Good. She upgraded. I like that. That's
but then
good.
she ended up quitting 2 days later because she's in Canada and she thought it would have been throw money at solo ads and make it right back.
Damn. Yeah, I can understand why she thought that. The funnel leads you to believe that. I'm sorry. Damn. Well, can't save them all,
Right.
It happens. It happens. How many unpaid do you have?
I have a total of 80, maybe 90. So she was the only paid. Since she quit, I would have 89 unpaid.
Okay, I got you. How many and how long you been running solo ads?
I'd say 4 weeks straight.
Okay.
Non-stop.
Okay, so a month. Okay. So for a month, and all right. How many clicks you be buying? I know you said 150 to 200. Is that how many clicks you be buying a week?
Yeah, I buy maybe average. I'd say about 300 if you average them out.
Okay, about 300 a week.
Yeah.
So out of 1,200, about 1,200 clicks, you got 90. I'm trying to open my phone. Okay, you got 90 unpaids.
Right.
Let's look at that percentage for a minute. Because off the bat, it don't look good. But let's just see.
No, not at all.
Is it 90 divided by 1,200? 7%. Hell no.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, no dice. No dice. No dice. Might need to switch up some
when I was using the David's capture page directly, I was averaging 22, low 20s, high teens.
Okay.
That's my margin rate. But when I switched to my own funnel, the branded funnel, it wasn't that much better, but it went up. I sometimes hit 30, low 30s, anywhere from mid 20s to low 30s.
Right, so it went up.
Yeah, it went up.
Yeah, up is up. So that means you're going in the right direction, and you're being able to capture all your leads, which is huge.
Right.
I would even take a lesser opt-in rate to be able to capture my own leads and bang them in the head. I'm gonna be able to, show them some more things versus what David shows them.
Right. But I find that David's capture page converts at a high 50s, sometimes 60% after they've gone through my own funnel.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Right. So of the people who go through my funnel, a high percentage of them end up going through the whole of David's.
Well, that's a good thing that they're going through, and you're being able to capture them on the front end. So that's a good thing. Just gotta, you know, what are you doing when they go through the funnel and they do get their free account? I know you got the email going out. Do you do anything in addition? Like, do you ever like text the people when they sign up, or does it always happen when you're at work?
I always end up texting them later in the day. It doesn't happen immediately because it always happens while I'm at work or overnight.
Okay. And
so
are they
do get it Tuesday. No, I'd say out of, if I do 100, let's say, for example, if I do 100 a week, maybe 2 of them will respond. That's how low it is. They barely respond.
Okay.
So then, for this, of the 90 that I have that are free right now, I probably heard from 3.
Okay, you definitely got to put in some more value, and you're gonna have to check your sources on that, on the solos too, as far as like, you know, because all solos ain't created equal, and those right there, them numbers make somebody want to fight somebody.
Funny thing, I haven't used anything that's not recommended by either David, Ontarian, or other people that I've seen that gotten either sales or whatever from them.
But is it, you know, when you said not recommended, you're talking about like sources, like Udemy is a source, but you know, it has different vendors. So are you talking about that you were recommended to different vendors?
The actual vendors recommended by Ontarian, David, and other people that I've been watching on the groups.
All right, this is the thing that you want to keep in mind. All right, and this is just, you know, the way it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You, if everybody using that one source, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you think gonna happen to their list?
It gets dried out, gets saturated with.
There it is. That's just the answer right there. So if everybody getting the same info, do it from here, do it from here, do it from here, you know, and it's the same, everybody's telling, you know, if everybody's being told the same name, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody doing what you're doing. Running out thinking they're gonna get sales and running that traffic to that list.
Yeah, you're right.
You just gotta think about it. So if everybody doing that, you need to go back to how David said, choose a person.
Correct.
And then you go and take your time and choose a person. Stop trying to use the easy button, because the easy button is easily making your money go away.
Right.
And if y'all took the time to just think about it, then it makes sense just like that. Like, damn, if everybody going to that list, then Funnel X is beating that list up.
Right.
You don't need no list that's getting beat up.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do on that. Definitely switch it up, because those numbers is enough to, you know, make a person second guess their whole religion, man.
The only reason I'm still here is because I have no other option. I've been attempting this for years, and I cannot do myself.
You breaking up a little bit.
Okay. The only reason I'm still around is because I have no other option. I have to make it.
Right.
I've been at this for so long, trying to find the way to make it work. But you definitely opened my eyes.
Oh, definitely.
And I'll tell you, you definitely gave me some stuff that I need to do. To stop letting fear get in my way.
Right. Definitely. With those tips, you know, what you putting them into play. You know, what you start to put those into play. Like I said, I'll you know, when I save this, you know, what is the word? Convert it. Then I'll send you the link, so that way you can replay it back, you know, and go over those tips again and start actually putting them into action, you know, and some things. And with doing the smart work, right? Doing the smart work, taking the time to actually do that, making those videos, okay? Making those videos. Some things will start making even more sense, and you'll start seeing different results using the different things that I'm talking about using. And you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I see how this could work. Let me tweak it this way.
Right.
And it got to be better than that, man. Like, for real, you know, that's what I say. Definitely cut back on that number wise. Can't keep feeding them.
Right.
All right. So other than that, if we done, like I said, I'm gonna convert this, and I'm gonna send you a few links that I told you I was gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a few links so you can check some things out and rock out with those things, because those are the ones that I recommend for you specifically at this time, so that you could be able to do the things that we talked about in the video.
Right. Excellent. Yeah, send me all of the videos and definitely look them over during this weekend.
I got you. I'll definitely send them over to you, buddy. All right.
D, can't thank you enough, my girl. Cannot thank you enough.
That tribe, man. Try to get that tribe going, man. Gotta get a tribe.
Oh, last question. Do you have a marketing group? Because I'm trying to put under my belt 5 good leaders that do training that I can follow. Do you have?
I'll send you the link to it. The group that we have, that myself and I'm going to tell you the purpose of it. It has 2 purposes. The primary is to blitz. What blitzing is like when people post on Facebook, they get their team members to go and say something on the post. Reason being because everybody else around, they be up there, I don't want to comment until someone else comments. That's how people are.
Right.
So then when your team go and comment, then they're like, what's that? So it's just to get curiosity going. That's the first one. So you got to make sure that even if it's when you get off of work, go in there and blitz some posts. Right. And then number 2, myself along with the admin, because she has the same training that I have. Like she has the same training background. Right.
Okay.
And she's in Funnel X as well. All right. Between the both of us, we from time to time drop training, in there, and we'll engage like, hey, who got that funnel set up? Hey, what y'all got going on? This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So it's not like we do training every week where we're like, oh, every week we're gonna do this. Now we ain't gonna obligate ourselves like that. We're still trying to make money. But one thing that we do is when we come up with something, it was like, oh shoot, that worked. Because her and I, we talk every day, right? It's like, oh shoot, that worked. Yo, we need to put this in the group and show the team. Type situation. So they wind up getting a lot of the stuff that we talked about, and I take every time when I'm doing these Zooms to help someone, this going right in there to them. So that's the type. That's the way we operate. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'll send you the link to that as well.
Yeah.
So you get in there, rock out.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Not a problem, buddy. All right, you take it easy.
All right, D. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.